We've read a lot about the concentration camps and the slave labor camps under the Stalin regime. There is no qualitative change in the Soviet concentration camp system. There are changes in numbers of prisoners. So I would say that those intellectuals who try to convince American public that concentration camp system is a thing of the past are either conscientiously misleading public opinion, or they are not very intellectual people. They are selectively blind. Now, the general impression in America is that those things are part of the past. We don't know how many political prisoners are there in the Soviet concentration camps, but we sure know from various sources that at each particular time there is a great possibility that system will sooner or later be destroyed from within, and political recognition from all these traitors of democracy as of freedom. There is no hope, there is not much hope for changes in my country, and the system will not collapse by itself simply because it's being nourished by so-called American imperialism. I'd like to hear the details of how you did it. It must have been a very dangerous thing. This is the greatest paradox in the history of mankind. When the capitalist world supports and actively nourishes its own destruction. I studied counterculture in India. I studied carefully where they congregate, what routes they travel, what language they speak, what do they smoke, and one day I simply joined a group of hippies to avoid detection of Indian police. There were thousands of young American boys and girls with no shoes, long hair, smoking hash and marijuana, studying sometimes Indian philosophy, sometimes simply pretending that they've studied. There is a self-destructive mechanism built into any socialist or communist or fascist system, because there is lack of feedback, because the system does not rely upon loyalty of population. Working for free, catching fleas on your body, sleeping on the planks of plywood in Alaska this time, I guess. I bought a wig because for several weeks I had to turn myself from a conservative Soviet diplomat into a very progressive American hippie, and also some Western embassies played a very dirty role in betraying the Soviet so I wanted to settle down as far away as possible. I requested CIA to give me some kind of new identity and just let me go on my own. According to our information, there were some, I wouldn't call them double agents, but simply immoral people working for the United States Embassy. And of course, monitoring service in USSR picked up every new voice, every new announcer, that I am Yuri Alexandrovich Bezmenov, and that I am working for Canadian broadcasting and undermining beautiful détente between Canada and USSR. And Soviet Ambassador Alexander Yakovlev made it his personal effort to discredit me.